Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am here on the show, and I'm here to talk about the first of two NBA games I watched here tonight. The Detroit Pistons beat the Cleveland Cavaliers 122-119 in overtime. Oh my god, man, what in the hell was that at the end of the fourth quarter? You were up by 3. You were up by 3 points. And this moron fouls at half court. And the officiating crew wasn't great. Like, there were some phantom calls. You had to use some challenge on some bad calls. And thought Allen had a clean block with less than a minute left. But, oh my gosh, what are you doing at half court? I know they're trying to foul up 3. But why? Why? And also, learn to make your free throws. Craig Porter missed a free throw. Evan Mobley missed a free throw. You have to make your clutch free throws down the stretch. The Cavs should have won this game without overtime. They should have won this game. Why are you giving away brain-dead fouls with 4 seconds to go? Inside their half lunatic is way too hot-headed. You can't rely on that guy in big moments or if the games are tight, I guess. Like, if they had Harden and Donovan Mitchell, maybe they would have won this game. Maybe. Wouldn't do those idiot. Why foul a 3? Like, the Pistons, like, they're not a great three-point shooting team. It makes no sense. Let them shoot. Just so dumb. There by Jalen Tyson. I've been impressed with him this year. Like, but he's sometimes mentally and emotionally exhausting to watch on this team sometimes. Like, no wonder people can't take the Cavs serious every year. Because they do dumb shit like this late in games. And they made sure to lose it. They did everything in their power to lose it. Like, Jalen Tyson found a three-pointer there with 4 seconds left. Craig Porter Jr. can't make a free throw. Evan Mobley misses a free throw. If you don't decide to foul a freaking half-court shot, you probably win this game. Foul was literally on the shot. If you're gonna foul earlier. Say he fouls him when he shoots. Stupid, man. Like, I think if Harden and Mitchell were healthy, they might win, but the Cavs played a great game and fought like hell with so many important players out. I didn't think this game was gonna be close personally, but they gave this one away with poor decisions and just free throw shooting. Like, really poor decision, and he missed 9 free throws in this game. Missed key free throws. And look, the refs weren't great, but Craig Porter Jr. playing in the clutch time, man. Look, yeah, his playmaking was great. Like, he had 12 assists and 3 steals. He was fighting hard out there, but you played 32 minutes to get 5 points. I'd rather see Tyrese Proctor play over Craig Porter. I know he had 12 assists, but it's just the Cavs need to be healthy because, look, they can fight hard, but it's just they always do dumb shit at the end of games. It feels like in big time games when they need to win them, they do just dumb shit like that. And the game they deserved to win because without James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, D. Wade, Keon Ellis, multiple key players out, and they could have won this game. Instead, they just choke it away. They just choke it away. This Cavs, they're just so disappointing, man. Million chances to win that game. But credit to the Pistons, man. They get a hard-fought win here at home. But this game's, to me, more about the Cavs just blowing a huge chance for a win. That's why no one takes the Cavs serious every year. I mean, how does this happen? For Cavs fans, this has to be so annoying because they had this game. An unbelievable choke there at the end. Unbelievable. And also in this game, there was a horn delay that delayed the game for like 15 minutes. A fan got ejected. This game had everything. Freaking horn delay for like 15 minutes. A fan gets ejected. And then the Cavs choke in overtime. Like, the Cavs are better now, like, but the injuries have really affected them, but you can't use the injuries as an excuse there down the stretch, man. Like, they played their ass off and just unbelievable choke when they should have won this game. Look, I know there's only so much you can do against the Pistons, the 1 seed without Harden or Mitchell, but that was very winnable. But I've seen teams down 2 starters beat top teams too many times. Don't play the same when the top guys don't play. Detroit went against New York and LA and beat them. It's just, I've seen teams without starters beat teams that they shouldn't beat. Like, I felt like they had to gamble down the stretch. And just when the Cavs are starting to play better, you know, with the trades, everyone starts getting hurt. So that doesn't help. But, man, against the 1 seed, it's such a winnable game, man. But credit the Pistons there. I don't know if it would have been I guess it would have been a bad loss, but the Cavs are playing better lately. To be fair. But the Pistons win again. Cade Cunningham fouled out in this game. Now we get to Detroit. He actually fouled out in this game. He played really, really well. Like, he had 25, 10, and 7 with 2 steals, but he fouled out of this game. Him and Jalen Durham, once again, carried the load in this one for most of it, just like they did against Oklahoma to get the win. That's how they won it tonight, but they needed somebody to step up. Without Cade Cunningham, fouled out in one of their tightest matchups of the season. They found the answer down the stretch, like Dennis Jenkins, fresh off signing his first senior contract, really made the difference in the closing moments. He hit the key free throws to send the game to overtime, and joined forces with Jalen Durham, who was fantastic tonight against that against the Cleveland Bigs. He had like 33 and 16, another monster game from Jalen Durham. He's been an absolute monster like these last 3-4 games, something like that. He's been great. Cunningham had 25 points. How many rebounds did he have tonight? I think he had 10 rebounds, 25, 10, and 7 before exiting. And while the Cavaliers really paced by that duo of Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, they combined, I think, for 48, while James Harden and Donovan Mitchell, even against one of the strong front courts in the league, the Pistons just fed Jalen Durham aggressively early, and they rewarded them with aggressive drives through contact to finish at the rim, just early back and forth in this game. But yeah, back and forth first quarter there. Detroit's bench struggled to score, putting them down 8 points after the first. Shooting didn't look much better to start the second, but Cade returned to the floor and got a little surge towards halftime. Then after that, it was just back and forth. After trailing by as many as 13 early on, the game was tied at 44, but then the Cavs kept Detroit from grabbing the lead. They take a 4-point lead at the break, then a back and forth third quarter. The game then comes to a halt because of a power surge, caused the buzzer to stand for over 10 minutes, which was so annoying. But then the game returns. In total, the third quarter had 4 ties and 11 lead changes. A really entertaining third quarter. It was just a fantastic basketball game when I didn't think it would be. The Pistons really fought themselves playing catch-up again in the fourth quarter and answering 5 unanswered points by the Cavs. Even as the Pistons found chances to close the gap, they just struggled to convert. And they went 8 for 24 in the field in the quarter, because Cunningham and Durham missed 5 combined free throws down the stretch, and they still managed to cut a 9-point deficit to 4. And making the comeback that much harder was Cunningham finally with 2 minutes left. But while Cleveland up 3 in the final seconds, fouls at half court, ties the game, and then in overtime, low scoring. I think it was 8-5 in overtime. Defense was king, really, the whole overtime, and at the start of overtime, Durham and Jenkins combined for 6 points in the first minute of overtime. That was really the key. They scored 6 of their 8 points in the first minute of overtime. Defense was king the rest of the way. Detroit left very few opportunities for the Cavs before Harris lifted over Tyson for the turnaround bucket to kind of put them away for good, because I kind of felt the Cavs weren't going to do nothing. They had chances, million chances, but they just couldn't come up clutch. But they fought their ass off in this game against the number 1 seed in the East without like 4 key players in rotation. You know, playing Craig Porter and having to play Craig Porter, Naquan Tomlin, Thomas Bryant. Like they played good, like plus 12, plus 13, plus 10 in their minutes off the bench. But it's just Craig Porter wasn't really making shots was the thing, and he misses a key free throw down the stretch. Like if you make your free throws, Craig Porter, Evan Mobley, maybe you win this game. But credit to Detroit, they had to grind out a hard-fought game here. I mean, like, it's not like the most impressive win, but it is a little bit with Cade going out because he fouled out. But a hell of a fun basketball game to watch here. Let's go over the stat sheet. 122-119, your final score. I mean, there's a little question with Detroit, you know, but I mean, it's just hard to question. I really haven't questioned them all year. The 3-point shooting probably will be a concern in the playoffs, but they're just such a tough team with the Glass Man and Cade Cunningham, Jalen Duren. Like, you know, even a Star Thompson showed up tonight. Duncan Robinson's 3-point shooting in the playoffs could be a difference. Ron Holland was nailed some threes out there tonight, but the 3-point shooting can be a concern at times. But if you have Jalen Duren and Cade Cunningham go off, and you have like Tobias Harris or Sar Thompson and Duncan Robinson's 3-point shooting, some guys off the bench like Rod Holland, Paul Reed step up, Dennis Jenkins, I think they'll be fine. I don't know if they overlooked Cleveland tonight. But yeah, hell of a game. 122-119 overtime. Let's go over the box score. So Detroit improved to 44-14, 24-7 at home, scored 122 points, 27 in the first quarter, 23 in the second quarter, 35 in the third quarter, 29 in the fourth quarter, 8 in overtime. Cleveland drops to 37-24, 17-13 on the road, scored 119 points, 35 in the first quarter, 19 in the second quarter, 30 in the third quarter, 30 in the fourth quarter, 5 in overtime. I felt like they didn't struggle offensively this game. It was just that overtime, man. They struggled offensively. And then let Detroit get off to that hot start in overtime kind of did them in. Jared Allen, 25 points, 10 of 12 from the field, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. Evan Mobley, 23 points, 12 rebounds, 9 of 15, 4 of 8 from 3. Like, they stepped up. The big guys stepped up, man. Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, Dennis Schroeder, 12 points, 9 assists, 4 for 15, 0 for 2 from 3, but at 9 assists, but 8 turnovers, man. A rough game from Dennis Schroeder. Sam Merrill, 20 points, 6 of 14 from the field, 14 from 3. Jalen Tyson, 15 points, 5 of 10, 4 7 from 3, but a ridiculous foul there late. Thomas Bryant, 13 points, 5 of 12 from the field, 8 rebounds, 1 for 3 from 3. Tomlin, 2 points, 1 for 5. Craig Porter, 5 points, 12 assists, 4 rebounds, 3 steals, 3 turnovers, 2 9 from the field. Proctor, 4 points, 1 for 2. Cavs shot 46% from the field, 13-35, 37% from 3, 20-27, 74% at the line. 41 boards, 32 assists, 17 turnovers, 10 steals, 9 blocks, 11 boards, 38 points, 24 fouls for the Pistons. Tobias Harris, 11 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, but 6 steals. He was great in the defensive end, 5 of 13 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3. Had a clutch bucket there at the end of overtime. Duncan Robinson, 8 points, 3-9 from the field, 2 of 8 from 3. Jalen Duren, 33 points, 16 rebounds, 3 blocks, 7 boards, 11-19 from the field, 11 of 15 at the line. He was fantastic. Cade, 25 points, 11-21 from the field, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals. Sar Thompson, 18 points, 17 from the field, 4-6 the line, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals and a block. Paul Reed, 4 points, 6 rebounds, 2 of 4 from the field. Ron Holland, 12 points, 4-6 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3. Javonte Green, 2 points, Carlos LeVert, 1 point, Marcus Sasser, 0 points, and Dennis Jenkins, 8 points. They shot 46% from the field, 6 of 27, 22% from 3, 24 of 33 at the line, 73%, 56 rebounds, 26 assists, 13 turnovers, 14 steals, 6 blocks. Cavs gave it 21 O boards, 35 D boards, and 27 fouls. But yeah, man, this was a fun back and forth game. Cleveland gets off to that hot start, but then Detroit gets back in the second quarter, ties the game up. Cavs have the lead at halftime, back and forth. Third quarter has that delay, then a crazy fourth quarter there. Then at the end, the foul at half court makes all 3 free throws. Detroit gets off to a hot start. And that overtime, the defense really released the rest of the way. But yeah, fun game. Leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Peace.